Hi guys, this is JE100 here, and tonight's movie review is going to be a stop motion animated movie from 2005, and it was directed by Tim Burton. Well, technically only as the co-director because it was from another director. Is the one that I went to see theatrically, um, mostly for the 20th anniversary, and that is Corpse Bride. Yes, this is the only time that Tim Burton directed an animated movie of his own. But again, like I said, he only served as the co-director. So let's get started, shall we, folks? So the movie dealt with what I can even assume was, well, okay, I'm gonna give it right this. I'll have to give it for the what you know what I'll give it. So I'm gonna do it. So so the character Victor and Victoria were were arranged for a marriage, and then even though they enjoyed each other, they like each other. However, the Victor who is nervous about the ceremony, and he ends up in a forest where he was trying to do what he was doing is well, okay. When he was in the forest, he was practicing his lines for the wedding. But when he puts the ring to this one dead body, it awakens. Like it just downright awakens. Like the tree branch has become a hand that drags him into the world of the dead. Yes, the world of the dead. And it's not like in Coco, but way different. Where it all belongs to Emily, who was murdered after eloping with her love and he wants to marry Victor. And Victor must get back to above ground before Victoria marries the one of the villain of the movie, Barkis Bitterin. So yeah, that's all I had to mention. That's all I could say for the movie as a whole. Now, now this movie is just downright good. This was a good movie. I enjoyed it. I missed that movie. I missed this movie out by the time when the movie first came out. Like it was 2005, and I didn't see it in theaters. I'm guessing because the movie was way too short because it only runs at 77 minutes shorter, like 77 minutes long. That's like the shortest movie released by Warner Brothers as a whole. Considering that the movie only has like four songs in the movie, but yeah. Now, first of all, I love the movie's production value and the animation. It's just incredible to look at. It's just so incredible to look at. The animation is almost like compared to that other animated movie that you pretty much might know that that also was stop motion, and may compare it to something like the animated films of Leica, your Coraline and Kubo and the Two Strings, and Paranorman, and and in it's kind of funny to think that Leica Studios actually co-produced the film. Like I believe Leica was founded in 2002, and then they somewhat changed it to 2005, even though Corpse Bride was obviously Leica's earlier films. Like, this has got to be like before Coraline came to theaters and 2009. And if listed one of the executive producers, either Travis Knight or anybody else served as the executive producer of the film, though even if it was confirmed to be Leica, if it's true or not. But and then we get to the songs. Since this is a musical movie, the songs are provided by the musical score was composed by Tim Burton's usual collaborator Danny Elfman. Danny Elfman did. Danny Elfman also performed at least one song in the movie, where he voices the skeleton character. I enjoy this movie for its production value and its musical score. And yeah, there's no denying that I enjoy this movie in a sense that this is one of the most prominent, possibly underrated Tim Burton movies. At least it looked more like a Tim Burton. At least it looked more like a Tim Burton movie in comparison to that Alice in Wonderland movie, which I didn't feel. Which it may have the Burton look, but I don't feel like he was the right director for that film because the only other dark Alice in Wonderland reimagining that I can think of was Pan's Labyrinth. That's like the true darker version of Alice in Wonderland. If sense to like as far as I can think of. The movie has a great cast. Yeah, it has the usual your Johnny Depp as Victor and Helena Bonham Carter as Emily and Emily Watson as Victoria. And you also get a few bonuses like your Albert Finney and Christopher Lee from the Star Wars prequels. Well, Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith, which I honestly think Revenge of the Sith is the far better movie in the prequel trilogy in comparison to the first two films, which I actually saw theatrically like last year. Went to see theatrically last year. And you also get the bonus Michael Gove. He was in the 1989 Batman movies. And Batman, well, both the 1989 Batman and Batman Returns. And no, I'm not counting any of the Joel Schumacher films because Tim Burton was never in control in any of these two films at all. And plus, they seem more like standalone films than it does the Burton Batman movies. So yeah, Corpse Bride is obviously a good movie, and the movie actually got nominated for an Oscar for Best Animated Feature. But it was lost out to Wallace and Gromit: The Curse of the Were-Rabbit, another stop-motion animated film that also came out that very same year. And Helena Bonham Carter was also part of that movie as well. Like, she was affiliated with that film, along with this movie. And now, the movie, now, when I went to see the movie theatrically, it ended with this one bonus extra. Yes, a bonus extra at the very end of the movie because the movie was so short, they had to add a bonus extra at the end, like a featurette at the very end of the movie. And yeah, so that's all I could say about the movie Corpse Bride. It's a very good film. I give this movie a thumbs up. So I'm JE100, signing off.